Good morning friends, myself Dr. Elen Gatge, Head Department of Business Economics. Today we are going to discuss Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act important provisions. Before that, one most important suggestion for all the students that yesterday Professor Nilu has given you the information regarding the home assignment and seminar paper. Important notice regarding this, you have to prepare seminar paper as well as home assignment before 9th November. And in the 9th November, we will give you the information how you submit the record to the college or respective department, isn't it? And out of 2 questions for assignment, you have to solve 1 question. Out of 2 questions for seminar paper, you have to solve 1 question, isn't it? For preparation and practice, we have given 2 questions each for home assignment and seminar paper. And within the 4 days, you prepare. And on the 9th November, we will give you notice how you submit the record related to internal evaluation. This internal evaluation is compulsory for all the students. The student, those who do not submit the record in time, cannot be given permission to fill up examination form, and your examination will be start nearly about 23rd November, and schedule of fill up forms should be declared within short period. And that's why this is most important suggestion for all the students. Prepare the assignments as well as seminar paper before filling up the examination forms in the office, isn't it? Now we are going to discuss the third one most important provision of Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act regarding provisions regarding rules and regulations of annual general meeting. First of all, we must know that annual general meeting of cooperative institution is most important for overall development of cooperative institution, for recovering the problems faced by cooperative institutions, as well as defects arises in cooperative institution within the stipulated period. And within the annual general meeting, the review of all the activities undertaken by the cooperative institution within the previous year is to be calculated, isn't it? Review is taken in respect of functioning of cooperative institution within the last year. Annual general meeting is held according to the Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act 1960 under Article 75. Within the Article 75, each and every member is eligible to take participation in annual general meeting, and it is the duty of staff of the cooperative institution to provide annual general meeting report before 15 days of annual general meeting. It assumes that each and every member of the cooperative institution should read the functioning of the cooperative institution of the last year, which is included in the annual general report. This annual general report clears the picture of functioning of cooperative institution of the previous year, and that's why, with the permission of registrar, cooperative institution or chairman of cooperative institution, board of director of cooperative institution can call annual general meeting. Annual general meeting is necessary for development of the cooperative institution. Apart from annual general meeting, the first meeting should be organized by the board of director or chairman, as well as special meeting should be called by the board of directors if necessary. Within the annual general meeting is most important meeting, and for that purpose today we are going to discuss the business made by the cooperative institution in annual general meeting. Before that, we must know the procedure of annual general meeting. Just I told you that before 15 days, whichever annual general meeting report, and that report should reach to each and every member, and after receiving the report, the member can put up some points put up some problems faced by cooperative institution or queries in his mind, he can raise the queries in written, as well as at 11th hour also he may have to raise the points regarding this. And in annual general meeting, the performance of the staff of the cooperative institution or the chairman of the cooperative institution, or the allotment made by chairman of the cooperative institution regarding put up the record as well as put up the performance of the cooperative institution of each items for each board of directors, member of the board of directors. And if the members are not satisfied within the progression expressed by chairman or the member of the board of directors, they have a freedom to ask any queries regarding this, and board of director is responsible to give satisfaction, fully satisfaction to the annual general meeting members. It assumes that in recent years in Maharashtra state, we may have to seen such a type of environment that to conduct annual general meeting is a hard task before cooperative institutions, isn't it? But really speaking, as the cooperative institutions are working on the democratic level, all the members of the cooperative institutions are equal status, and whichever progression has been made, whichever functioning has been made, whichever work has been done by the board of director as well as cooperative institution, in a healthy atmosphere annual general meeting should be conducted. But hardly, very few cooperative institutions annual general meeting we have seen in a healthy atmosphere, and that's why what is happening in annual general meeting is not good as per the health of the cooperative institutions. Here, chartered accountants, member of cooperative department can interfere in it if possible, but in the presence of CA, chartered accountant, who verifies the transactions of the cooperative institutions annually, that person can give the justification, and annual general meeting should be conducted with a systematic manner. And with the help of annual general meeting, a ordinary member can get the knowledge regarding the cooperative institutions, the progression of the cooperative institutions, schemes announced by the cooperative institutions, and general progression of the cooperative institutions, problems faced by the cooperative institutions. All the members can get the appropriate information through the annual general meeting. And if in an annual general meeting there is no correlation between the members as well as board of directors, sometimes we may have to take the election in respect of some of the cases. This maybe happens, and in such position what we can do, according to the Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act and Cooperative Department, consultation with the Cooperative Department, Assistant Registrar, Deputy Registrar and Registrar's permission, we may have to make the necessary changes regarding this. And rights have been given to annual general meeting as well as rights have been given in the hands of Cooperative Department also. Deputy Registrar, Assistant Registrar and Registrar can give, state government can give some suggestions regarding the smooth working of the cooperative institutions, and that's why this annual general meeting is most important for healthy life of the cooperative institutions. And it is the duty of all the members of the board of directors to conduct meeting in a healthy atmosphere, and that's why the discussion, debate made in the annual general meeting should be healthy and will be prosperous for the development of the cooperative institutions. And for that purpose, special meetings should be called on such type of subjects which has a more than queries, and that for that queries or the basic problem arises before cooperative institutions, how to solve the basic problem before the cooperative institutions, special meeting should be called by cooperative institutions. And provisions as well as the functioning of special meeting has been also given some provisions in Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act. Friends, if we consider the norms mentioned in the annual general norms mentioned in Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act as well as bylaws of the cooperative institutions, it is the duty of each member as well as it is the duty of staff members of the cooperative institutions and board of director to follow the rules and regulations, bylaws of the cooperative institutions as well as provisions laid down in Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act. Revision has been made in Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act in respect of annual general meeting conduct. How we can conduct the annual general meeting and the problems arises in annual general meeting, how we can eradicate the problems in such a complicated cases. The report given by the board of director as well as report given by the general manager of the cooperative institution or particularly in cooperative banks, whichever report has been prepared and sent to the registrar or deputy registrar of the cooperative institutions, the annual general meetings business afterwards giving the sanctioning the annual general meetings total turnover, total business by the cooperative auditor, registrar of the cooperative institutions or deputy registrar of the cooperative institutions. Each and every cooperative institutions are the persons, those who are involved in the process of cooperative institutions functioning. They have to follow the rules and regulation norms as well as suggestions given by the cooperative department. In this way, the annual general meeting is conducted, and annual general meetings business should be conducted in a healthy atmosphere according to the Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act 1960. And within the annual general meeting, one of the most important thing we may have to consider in 11th hour subject, any member can raise the questions whichever arises in his mind. It is not 100% binding to satisfy that person, because just I told you that with the political angle one member can raise the questions whichever in his mind. It is not binding to the board of director to give answer perfectly satisfied to that particular fellow. But for the satisfaction of the members, those who have attended the annual general meeting, they may have to satisfied, and in this connection the annual general meetings business has to be conducted by the cooperative institution according to the norms mentioned, provisions mentioned in the Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act. Here we may have to consider one most important thing, that annual general meeting business is important for the development of the cooperative institutions, and the factors related to the annual general meeting right from the beginning of the members of the cooperative institution, staff of the cooperative institutions, board of directors, chairman of the cooperative institution, cooperative department and chartered accountant who verifies the accounts of the cooperative institutions have to perform their duty. If they are not ready to perform their duty up to the mark, the problem arises in annual general meeting. It assumes that the total business of annual general meeting should be conducted within the healthy atmosphere, and it is the duty of all these factors. Whichever provisions have been laid down in annual general in respect of Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act, each and every member has to know, each and every member has to clear the norms or provisions laid down in Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act 1960. In this way, we may have to consider the annual general meetings of the cooperative institutions and provisions laid down in Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act 1960. And these provisions are most important provisions, or procedure of conducting annual general meeting is most important according to the Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act 1960 under the article of 75. Such a type of business has to be completed by the concerning authorities for the betterment of the cooperative institutions. The remaining one most important provision regarding cooperative audit and cooperative education need an procedure of cooperative audit of the cooperative institutions. This provision we will consider on the next lecture.